The 80/20th rule: achieve more by doing less. Introduction. Imagine if you could accomplish more while putting in less effort. What if you could unlock a secret formula that maximizes results without increasing your workload? Welcome to the 80/20th rule, a game-changing principle that helps you focus on what truly matters. In this guide, you'll learn how to identify the small actions that drive the biggest results and apply them to every aspect of your life: productivity, success, and personal growth. Understanding the 80/20th rule. The 80/20th rule, also known as the Pareto Principle, states that roughly 80% of your results come from just 20% of your efforts. This concept isn't just a theory. It has been observed in business, relationships, health, and personal success. Think about it. In business, 80% of revenue often comes from just 20% of customers. In productivity, 80% of your work progress comes from 20% of the tasks you do. In relationships, 80% of your happiness is likely from 20% of the people in your life. By identifying and prioritizing the most impactful 20%, you can work smarter, not harder. Where did the 80/20th rule come from? The idea was first discovered by Vilfredo Pareto, an Italian economist in the 19th century. He noticed that 80% of Italy's land was owned by just 20% of the population. As he studied this further, he realized that this uneven distribution applied to many other areas, from business profits to productivity. Later, quality management expert Joseph Juran applied this principle to businesses, showing that 80% of problems often come from just 20% of causes. This insight revolutionized efficiency strategies across industries. How the 80/20th rule works in real life. Understanding this principle is one thing, but how can you use it to transform your own life? 1. In your career business. If you're an entrepreneur or a professional, applying the 80/20th rule can help you earn more while working less. Focus on high-value clients. Identify the 20% of customers who bring in most of your profits. Optimize your work tasks. Prioritize the few activities that generate the biggest impact. Eliminate unnecessary tasks. Stop wasting time on things that don't contribute to your success. 2. In time management productivity. Have you ever noticed that a small portion of your daily efforts lead to the majority of your achievements? Identify your most productive hours and dedicate them to high-impact work. Cut out distractions, social media, unnecessary meetings, and low-value tasks. Use time blocking to focus on essential work without interruptions. 3. In relationships, personal life. Not every connection in your life adds value. The 80/20th rule can help you strengthen the right relationships. Spend more time with the 20% of people who truly uplift and support you. Let go of toxic or draining relationships that contribute little to your well-being. Prioritize meaningful interactions over shallow social engagements. 4. In health wellness. Getting fit doesn't mean spending hours in the gym. It's about focusing on the right 20% of habits that bring 80% of results. Exercise smarter. Short, intense workouts can be more effective than long, unfocused ones. Eat strategically. A few key dietary changes can make a huge difference in health. Prioritize sleep and recovery. A well-rested body performs better with less effort. The power of doing less, but achieving more. The 80/20th rule isn't about working harder, it's about working smarter. Instead of trying to do everything, focus on the vital few things that truly move the needle. By identifying what matters most and cutting out what doesn't, you can increase efficiency, reduce stress, and create a more fulfilling life. So, what's the next step? Take a moment to reflect. What's your 20%? Which small actions create the biggest impact in your life? Once you find them, double down and watch your results skyrocket. This is how you achieve more by doing less. Applying the 80/20 rule, a step-by-step guide. Now that you understand the power of the 80/20 rule, it's time to apply it effectively in your daily life. Here's a simple step-by-step approach to identify your 20% and eliminate the unnecessary 80%. Step 1. Identify your 20%. Ask yourself, what are the few actions that create the biggest results? Which tasks contribute the most to my success, happiness, or income? Who are the most valuable people in my personal and professional life? Example. If you're a freelancer, analyze which clients pay the most and require the least effort. Focus on serving them better instead of spreading yourself thin with low-paying clients. Step 2. Cut out the unnecessary 80%. Not everything you do is essential. Once you've identified your most impactful 20%, start eliminating, automating, or delegating the remaining 80%. Stop spending hours on low-priority tasks that don't move you forward. Avoid distractions, social media, excessive emails, and unnecessary meetings. Learn to say no to things that don't align with your goals. Example. If you're a business owner, you might realize that only 20% of your marketing efforts drive 80% of sales. Instead of wasting time on every platform, focus on what works best. Step 3. Multiply your impact. Once you've freed up your time and energy, double down on your top 20% to achieve even greater results. Automate repetitive tasks. Use tools and systems to save time. Outsource what others can do so you focus on what truly matters. Improve efficiency. Streamline workflows and optimize your habits. Example. If you're in sales and you notice most deals come from referrals, invest more time in strengthening relationships with your best clients instead of cold calling. Step 4. Apply the rule to every area of life. The 80/20 rule isn't just for work. It applies to everything. Health, fitness. Focus on the few exercises and habits that deliver maximum results. Learning growth. Identify the most valuable skills that bring the biggest improvements. Finances, spend wisely on things that truly add value and cut unnecessary expenses. Example. Instead of reading every book or watching every course, focus on key lessons that have the most impact and apply them immediately. Final takeaway. Do less, achieve more. The biggest mistake people make is thinking they need to work harder to be successful. The truth? Success comes from focusing on the right things, not doing everything. Find your 20%, the key actions, habits, and relationships that drive results. Eliminate distractions. Stop wasting time on things that don't truly matter. Double down on what works and watch your progress skyrocket. By applying the 80/20 rule, you'll achieve more in less time, reduce stress, and create a life of purpose and success. Now it's your turn. What's your 20%?